Absolutely. Animal. Absolutely. With intent to meow. Don't get me wrong, I love my cats, but one of my cats just has this, like, we have two cats, right? One of them just, if we're ignoring her, she just kind of goes to sleep or goes and plays with something or goes outside, right? She's a pretty normal cat. The other one, if he's bored, he doesn't do what normal cats do, which is go in to entertain themselves or sleep. He just sits in the middle of this carpet where I do push-ups, right there. He literally sits in the middle of that camera and just meows at me at full blast. And it is one of the most aggravating things on planet Earth for me. I hate it so much. He does it every day. It's usually specifically because he wants food, but it is the most frustrating thing. So now we just gotta wait for this to finish paying out. And then we can start our embark. Ten days, Hobo. Yeet. 10 days. How you doing today, Hobo? Well, 10 days till you're here. In 4 days, I guess you fly to Seattle, yeah? Jeez, hello.
Here's the leftover money from whatever the fuck I ordered this weekend.
Whatever you ordered, I hope it was good. Like a Dell XPS? What do you mean by XPS? So, the infinite dimension is region 2. The infinite dimension. Thank you very much for the $6.49. What are you trying to do? Animal? Like, actually? What exactly are you doing? Could you copy paste that correctly so that I can click it again? I owe you 6 push-ups or sit-ups, or neither. Oh, is that one? Why are you reposting the same GIF? I really need to buy that t-shirt that a YouTube channel that I watch sells, which just says, "Stop buying Apple products," in bold letters. That's all it is. I mean, your best bet is don't buy Dell products these days. Just don't. If you want to get a laptop these days, Dell is not your best bet. Many other companies have much better options. Reviews does not equal quality. IMO. Alright. So up here, where I kind of wanted to settle, our only neighbors is dwarves. That blows. Holy crap. Let's see, we got a lot of factions. We have, let's start up here. The rumored canyons, which are kind of down in that lower left area, the blue. We have the Mint Silvers, which are very far south. So far south, it's getting cold again. The Gleeful Road, which are kind of in like, that's mostly desert, yeah? Yeah, so the Gleeful Road, they're kind of like in this mountain range surrounded by desert. Okay. The Confining Rock. They're kind of in the, again, in the far south again. Lancer Opening. The Lancer of Opening. The Slave of Slaughter are kind of like right in this area here. And then kind of going down into the middle. Right next to this Goblin area. The Shield of Miles. Okay, so they're up kind of north again in this northern desert region. I have an overwhelmingly negative opinion of Dell products. I will just say that, due to past experiences. The Letter of Working, which is a very small faction, which I think just has one fort from looks of things, or like a small handful of forts in the middle here. And the Late Mine. Where the hell are... Oh, they're... The Late Mine. They're just, like, hiding by themselves. Oh, shit! They rebuilt that fortress. Because this fortress has been, like, destroyed and reclaimed, like, multiple times during the span of World Gen. That's interesting. Razor is not good. But then again, when it comes to, buying products, I am not the person to really... Well, the problem with Razer is you're paying for the brand. It's like buying like a Dell Alienware thing. You're paying for the brand. You're not actually getting a quality product. You're just getting a really fancy looking product. It's more of a fashion object than a good piece of PC hardware. That's the problem with Razer. So what's this area down here? So this is just south of the Shield of Miles. There's an aquifer here. Lots of aquifers. It's a tropical savanna. That's interesting. Razer is so overpowered it tends to burn itself out. Although I will say this, they make a couple nice mice. That's like the one thing I'll say about Razer. They're more of like a... I wouldn't really buy a laptop from Razer. Let's just turn off aquifers and kind of get an idea. I'm okay with partial aquifers. I just don't want to do a full aquifer. The one product that I've owned from Razer that was fault-free was a Razer Death Adder. I had it for like 5 years, and it was always a good mouse. And then I got this mouse because it fit my hand better, and then I gave the Death Adder to my friend, and to my knowledge, he still has it. So, for whatever that's worth. I'm just doing a quick search for areas that don't have aquifers. He's on his third Razer Blade and he gets them for free. Hey Steve, hello. And just starting a new fort as well. Also, Linus Tech Tips is basically my neighbor, which is hilarious. Man, I really want to start up here. Do you think we could get migrants in this area? We do supposedly have... We do supposedly have dwarves as neighbors up here. Fort failed. Yeah. We're a capybara, so we've generated a new world. So this is temperature, scarce vegetation, scarce trees. It's a lot of clay. There's deep metals there. Trees none, vegetation none. What's our neighbors? Humans, goblins, dwarves, and elves. I don't think I've ever been on a road before. It's completely flat, from what I can tell. Yeah, completely flat. It's the rocky wasteland. There's no trees. No nothing. What about down here? What's this biome? Oh shit! There's shallow metal, but it's an aquifer. Let's see if I can get onto a partial aquifer here. I'm totally fine with being on an aquifer, I just don't want to be on a total aquifer. So we've actually got 2 biomes here. Both have no trees, though. So in order for trees, we're going to be... As somebody who doesn't really give a shit about phone fashion, I will never understand Apple products. Let's try going up a little bit this ways. Because I'd also like to have some sort of metal. So this is all sparse trees, because this is all savanna up here. Interesting, okay. Because we could also do this. It should be on the edge of this. This has shallow and deep metals. So we'd mostly be on the rocky woodland, which is just kind of a dead area. Okay, so that's both aquifer. Let's look at this. Let's try going down 1. I would like to have a river, and I'd like to... I just want metal. That's my main concern, is I just want to have deep metals or something. Oh, that's interesting. So the central area doesn't have any metal, but there's metal over on the top right, and metal down by the trees. See, I'm not brand loyal to any brand in particular. I just use the tech, and this is why I don't bother saying, "Oh, I'm a Mac user or I'm an Apple, I'm a Microsoft user." I don't give a shit. I think that being dedicated to one specific ecosystem is not the wisest choice. So I kind of go out of my way to not really use any particular ecosystem. And just kind of mishmash everything together. So I find that just works best. What do we have down here for neighbors? Dwarves, goblins, and humans. So this is all savanna with sparse trees. You know what? Let's just do that. As long as I can get at least deep metal. I don't need shallow metal, but shallow metal would be nice. That'll be quite different from what we've done before. I probably won't ever use an iPhone just because I don't want to have to install Apple software, because then I'm locked to Apple software. That's why I tend to use Android stuff, because I've got a lot more options for software. Man, if only this had metals, because this is a really cool spot. This is a really cool spot, man. See if I follow this. Is there metal anywhere along here? There's metal like right there. But it's like outside of this area. Ooh, that one's safe. How about this? It's just deep metals. Shallow metal is always nice to have, but it's not needed. Ooh, this is a cool spot. Hold on. Hold on. The Desert of Judging. Surroundings wilderness. What about over here? Okay. That might be our spot right there. Especially if I can get this. That's our spot right there. So, let's just see what else we have. So it's the Desert of Judging. Oh, actually, we have tower neighbors. I don't know if I want to have tower neighbors by day one. It is a pretty cool spot, but I don't want to be in constant threat of zombies until I have some form of defense set up. Because I'm totally fine with fighting zombies. I just want to actually have an army first. Like goblins, on the other hand, yeah, sure. That's fine. Shit. Bit of a buzzkill. Spot does look cool, yeah. But I'm not gonna do that unless... So I guess we'll stick to down here somewhere. Problem is, most of this area doesn't really have metal. And if I can't find metal, I'm just not gonna settle. Could also turn on like deep metals. Okay, so this area is really cool right here. But we're like on top of a human fortress, basically. Although we could embark. Hold on, what is this area? Hold on. Okay, that's weird. The lake? No aquifer. The beach next to the lake? Aquifer. The water of disappearing. It's a little bit, ominous. The Dune of Dells. You think I know speedrun defenses? Also, speedrun defenses removes a lot of fun roleplay opportunity, IMO. It makes the game more of a mechanics game instead of a let's play around and see what happens, you know? And I enjoy the playing around bit more. We had the same stance on Mac for years. I don't have any problem with Mac in theory. I've owned Mac products in the past. I just don't go out of my way to purchase them. And I don't really see them as better or worse. They just are rather expensive. And they charge too much for what they're selling. And they force you into a closed ecosystem, which I don't like. So I don't really have any inherent problem. What happened to the ice fort? 400 or about 200 goblins, all mounted, plus beak dogs and horses. That's what happened to the ice fort. Then we had another one which lasted for like 6 hours. And now we're generating a new world. Or we've generated a new world. And there you go. There is no right, better, or wrong. Everything has their pros and cons. I completely agree. But I don't like the cons of Apple. i.e., Apple works best if you only own Apple products. So for me to just buy an Apple product is a little bit silly when I could buy a product that just works with everything else, right? Because Apple is kind of designed so that you can either have 98% Apple stuff and it works best, or you can have one Apple product and it mostly works, but then you still have to go into their ecosystem. And it's a lot more restraining than something like Android. So, yes, you're correct, but also, no. I'm not gonna buy Apple products because it forces me into their ecosystem. If I could use say an iPhone without having iTunes and QuickTime installed, I'd be a little bit more interested. And the yak wasn't scary enough. No, the yak wasn't scary enough. God, I like this area so much, but it's so lacking in metals. I don't really want to be super far north again. Let's just poke around over here, see what we can find. Be really close to our faction. If they could make their own electric. Yeah, I hate all the proprietary stuff that they do. I kind of have the same problem with Nintendo in a lot of ways. I actually have a lot of the same problems with Nintendo that I do with Apple. They like making their own proprietary shit, and that drives me up the frickin' wall. Yeah, they do, but most of the really cool sites over here don't have any metal. That's the problem. I mean, this one is pretty cool, but it's within range of the tower. So the dead walk, basically. Which isn't a bad thing, inherently. It just means the dead walk. And then there's also like a human settlement like right next to us right here. So like we could do this, but I don't know. I don't know about that. Like this is maybe my favorite spot right here. I've looked at this one a few times, but there's just, it doesn't have the resources that I need. That one's got deep metals. Regardless, though, these are going to end up being a like a cavern fort, unless I can find. Ooh, that's possible. Hold on. But it's not a desert, which I kind of want. How about you? You've got deep metal. That's a possibility right there. That could be doable. I think bends in rivers and forks. Wait, what? Oh, there's a goblin stuff right there. Just because this has deep metal, that's doable. So there's an aquifer here, which I'm actually not against. We're not in range of the tower here. That is extremely steep. Huh. I didn't expect it to be so steep. That is some crazy elevation. Like some crazy elevation. Damn. Okay, so that's where the aquifer goes. Yeah, no trees is fine. We'll just end up being a, You'd love to watch that? Tower range spot. I mean, the tower range spot is the coolest looking spot, that's for sure. Actually, which one was it? It was this one. Nope, not this one. This one. Problem is I'd really like to have a river, but The deserts by themselves are kind of boring to look at. The desert of judging, eh? Do we have shallow metal up here? Yeah, that's it. That would probably be the cool spot. But this isn't desert. And we're also, like, right on the edge. We're right on the edge of a human settlement, which I don't really want to do. Hold on. Okay. So this will give us scarce trees. Little soil, shallow metal, no water source. Which at this point I want to be like on the edge of this. Just so that we can get water from the aquifer. You know what? Screw it. What could possibly go wrong? Worst case scenario, it's just a really short fort. We'll go for it. So we're gonna go for this temperate grassland, right? We're right, like literally right on top of a human settlement. Our neighbors are dwarves, humans, goblins, elves, and the tower. We are at peace with the humans. We are the Shield of Miles. It's pretty shallow. Like, it's not a super steep area. We do have trees. I don't know. Chat, right now, it's between two for me. It's between two. It's either that really steep, no trees desert area or this area with the river. What do you guys want? Super steep or flat next to humans? Regardless, we're going to end up in range of the tower. But if we go for the super steep area, we won't have trees, so that means we'll be making a cavern fort. Next to humans? All right. We're going to hopefully be trading with the humans. Hopefully they don't mind. Embark. Let's prepare carefully. Allow us to prepare carefully. Trees are for hippies. You know, I'm kind of still with you there, Hobo, but we're in the flat area next to the humans. We're not going to poke the humans. We're going to trade with the humans. We're going to offer them wares. All right. Customize. Nickname. Raise your hand in chat. You don't know what you're getting, by the way. We'll figure out what we're giving you based on what your passions are. I'd prefer somebody who wasn't in the last fort, but we'll go with Cold Ashes, because you were just first. Cold Ashes, there you are. So who are you? What are you? 82 years old, born on the 14th of Obsidian, the year 168. Her very long hair is tied in a ponytail. Ooh, interesting. That's different. She is susceptible to disease and clumsy. She personally does not care about fairness and dreams of mastering a skill. She likes obsidian, bismuth, pineapple, opal, moon snail leather, yak horn, the color of burnt sienna. You sound like a miner to me. She feels best when everyone gets along without strife or contention. She is an optimist and she is very stubborn. She tends to ask others for help in with difficult decisions and tries to do things correctly each time. I don't know, Enrico. I don't think so. So you can ruin this one too? Well, you literally ruined the last world, so. King became a baron and then became the baron of the fortress that was running our home faction, and then we went into a civil war with them. So, also, Hendrika, how was your stream today? I saw you streaming. Hope it was good. All right, so this will be just minor, skilled minor, in fact. Short test is going to be renamed Henderico. Henderico. He is 69 years old. Nice. Born in years old. Born the 4th of Timber in the year 181. Quite strong and quick to heal. But he's susceptible to disease. He personally values a harmonious existence and doesn't really see the point in working hard. Dreams of raising a family. He has a low sense of self-esteem and sometimes acts with little determination and confidence. He doesn't focus on material goods, and he tries to do things correctly each time. Hello, Shingles. Also, Dead Fog. I read your name initially as Dead Frog, which is a brewery around here, and I was like, huh? For a hot second there. He has a very low sense of self-esteem. Well, I think we'll make you into our woodcutter / carpenter. Although, actually, let's take a few points out of woodcutter in you and put them into carpenter, because nice furniture at the start's nice. Sounds a lot like you, yeah. Like I said, being a dwarf in Dwarf, like having your palms read. Kerbanog. Kerbanog. Phew. Also, 69 years old. A skilled warrior is a beautiful sight to behold. He personally finds introspection to be a waste of time, sees cooperation as dislikes cooperation and has a negative view of those who exercise power over others, and doesn't care about art one way or another. Dreams of raising a family. He prefers to be alone, and he does not find most jokes humorous. He seeks out exciting and adventurous situations, and he strongly prefers decisions of ideas and abstract concepts over handling specific practical issues. Makes sense now. If that streamer's from Vancouver, Canada, Dead Frog is a brewery around here. So, quite a well-known one, too. Pretty good. We've got quite a lot of good beers. All right. Remember, we will be getting more dwarves, so if you don't get a dwarf right now, you will get a dwarf later, most likely. We'll make you another miner, I think. Solitary person. At least you're not super lazy like the last one, Curb. All right. We got Hendrico, Curb. Who's next? Jack Nerick. Customize. And Jack Nerick. Jack Nerick. 57 years old, the youngest dwarf in the fort. I wouldn't feel comfortable getting all dressed up. She is strong, agile, and rarely sick, but slow. But is slow to heal. She personally considers craft worship to be relatively worthless. And she dreams of creating a great work of art. She is not the type to fall in love or even develop positive feelings. She is a friendly individual, and she occasionally overindulges. I was reading that as underindulges. I was like, what? She tends to think before acting, and she's not particularly interested in what others think of her. She tends to be passive in discussions, and she tends to be a little tight with resources when working on projects. It would be cool to be another metal crafter. However, you do believe that craft worship is relatively worthless. But what if we made you a cook? Instead of a crafter, we can make you a brewer cook. Mason engraver is also an option, but brewer cook, I think, off the bat. Maybe a point in growing as well. All right, customize. Next, who's up next? I think King and then Toby. King, the space. Space. You know what? We'll just call you King again. It's just so much easier to, instead of King the Space Disco Fox. All right, King. View. He is 65 years old. Second youngest in the fort. I don't think I'm cut out for this. I don't disagree. King, do you think you're cut out for this? He's mighty and rarely sick. Personally values loyalty and dreams of raising a family. He has a deep wall of patience and has a feel for music, but an iffy memory, a meager ability with social relationships, and little linguistic ability. He easily changes his mind and will, generally, to go with the prevailing view on anything. He is rarely jealous, and he tends to reveal personal information. He tends to not be swayed by emotional appeals, and he is assertive. He is a friendly individual, and he sometimes acts with little determination and confidence. You're cut out to ruin everything. Actually, you seem kind of like a follower. Very much so. Well, what do I not have yet? I kind of just want to make you a wood burner type dude, but could just go with Mason Engraver on you. Mason Engraver. I mean, shingles ruin a lot of people's days. But holy crap, you're a 2009 account. Dude, that's OG. That's ancient. I was just thinking, like, how on earth do you get a name like Shingle? King ruins everything, though. Can confirm. Especially the part where he picked me up from many events at TwitchCon. All right, who else wants a name here? Who are we doing next? Toby, I think. T-O-B-I. Currently a peasant. 56 years old, born on the 10th of Galena in the year 194. Her slightly rounded amethyst eyes are very wide set. Her hair is clean shaven and she has a low voice. Her hair is saffron and her skin is raw umber. You're ancient? I had a 2009 account, but I wanted to change my username, so I made another one. Because I had a old username I didn't like so much. It was from a high school. We'll just say that. You demand the appropriate level of worship, you shall receive the appropriate level of worship. Justin TVOG. She is 56 years old, born on the 10th of Galena in the year 194. She is incredibly quick to heal, quite durable, agile, and rarely sick but weak. She personally disregards tradition and doesn't particularly value the truth and dreams of raising a family. So this is Toby. She is very greedy and she is somewhat scatterbrained. She is quick to anger and often acts with compassion. She often feels discouraged and she has a noticeable lack of perseverance. It's just cool to see 2009 accounts. The last 2009 account I saw was literally named Pikachu. No misspellings, no numbers, just Pikachu. It was insane. And I asked him how much money people had offered him for that account, and he was like, a lot. A whole lot. I'm also surprised Nintendo didn't take it from him. Hair is clean shaven and she has a low voice. Her hair is saffron and her skin is raw umber. All right, well, Toby. Toby. What can we make you into? I actually don't know what I'm missing here. I'll be honest. I might take another miner, actually, because we're going to be doing a lot of mining off the bat. So I'll give you a few points in mining. And you know what? Let's just say, like, 2 points in butchery. Yeah, we'll do that. We're not going to be fishing much. Jack Derrick? We're not going to be fishing much. Trust me. Especially if we end up building the way I kind of want to build. Tekud, the peasant. The last dwarf. Who wants the last one? Dibs? Raise your hand in chat. 75 years old, born on the 7th of Malachite in the year 175. B-Lug? B-Lug it is. Alright. B-Lug, I think you're going to be my manager. Because I always like to start off with somebody with a few skills and appraiser. And probably doctor. Wait, student is a skill? Alright. Where's appraiser at? Record keeper. Appraiser, there it is. Let's start off with like a few points in appraiser. 1 point in organizer. 1 point in record keeper. And then I will just say... Bone Doctor, Treasure... Liar. I could give you a few skills in Liar now, couldn't we? That'll be fine. We'll make it work. Alright. Items. So we do have wood on the map, so we're not going to worry about bringing wheelbarrows. And I really liked having the turkeys. That was nice. So I think we'll bring turkeys again. Turkey gobbler, wherever the heck those things went. Turkey hen and turkey gobbler. Don't worry, Eurus. Please go open up that wall leading to magma. You'll be fine. We're gonna bring an extra axe. Kind of tempted to just bring some empty barrels. Actually, hold on. Let's do this. New. Kind of want to try something. Assuming we have the option. Cheeses. I'm gonna bring some cow cheese. And that's because you call them something really long and unpronounceable in Dutch, I have to bring one? What? I don't understand this logic, sir. I mean, it's possible, Jack Nurk. It would be funny if we spawned into just like an army of zombies, actually. All right. Well, now I think I'm just going to just add in some extra cloth. And then probably just extra prepared food. Let's bring some extra plump helmets spawn just in case, because I get paranoid about that, and then just extra alcohol. I don't really care too much more about min-maxing stuff, but we'll bring wine. Let's bring some extra seeds, basically everything. I don't really use rock nuts all that much. Pump that up, pump the food up, pump the plump helmets up. Let's bring some more cow cheese. Give me an extra pick. Just too many picks. Extra beer and alcohol. Although we don't actually have any beer, we just have wine and rum. That's interesting. Wonder why that is. Anyway, let's check out our group name. The Cloister of Machines. I like that name. Do you guys think we should stick with Cloister of Machines? Let me know. And then let's check out the fort name. Whippedcradles. More like the oyster of machines. Yeah. Whipped cradles. Should we stick with whipped cradles? 'Cause we're gonna be ripped in our cradle. I wonder if I could add of filth. Whipped cradles of filth. Just let me note this down so I don't remember the name. So I don't forget the name. All right. Well, sure. So we're the cloister of machines of whipped cradles. The whipped cradles of the cloister of machines. We're gonna embark. So chat, now's where you get ready to say strike the earth, all right? You have arrived after a... Okay, now that she's done sneezing. You have arrived after your long journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond. Your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost next to the human settlements. For the glory of all Sodel Shar. There is almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance. Whether by bolt, plow, or hook, provide for your dwarves. You are expecting a supply caravan just before the winter entombs you. But it is spring now. Enough time to delve secure lodgings, ere the dingoes get hungry. A new chapter of dwarven history begins here at this place. Bomrek Carbon. Bomrek Carbon? That's a really cool name, actually. Whipped cradles. Strike the earth. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Ooh. Well, we have a road and a bridge. Let's zoom out a little bit. So it's really hot. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. So we're in a desert, but the river's frozen. Well, we're right on the edge of a desert, but the water's frozen. Well, I guess it'll probably thaw out pretty quickly. What a cute little road, yeah. It'd be a shame if something were to happen to it. Well, let's start by hacking some stuff down. So because there's zombies nearby, we gotta be careful. Let's also, before we really start doing anything, let's just hit this screen and then this screen again. Cool. Previous paranoia. We are not at war with our own faction. All right, well, let's unpause for a second. And we begin hacking down some trees. Let's make a pile for wood. Set up a toll gate? Yeah, make all the monies. So since I've never actually settled on a road before, do travelers just travel on the road past you? I doubt that, but it'd be cool. When did what happen? That was the reason we started this fort. Oh god, I'm expecting drowning. Okay, so I'm just gonna go... I'm gonna do some zoning real quick. Just because this river's making me paranoid. Restricted area. So please, even when it's frozen, don't run around on this. Just don't. I don't know how long this is going to be frozen for, so to attempt to avoid potential drownings, let's add that to a restricted area. Maybe like... I think it's time for me to feed the cats. The Destroyer of Worlds is demanding sustenance, so I will let you guys do that. I will be back in a moment. How many casualties? None? Yay! That would be amazing if somebody drowned while I was gone, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Let's make this wood pile bigger. Let's make it bigger! Let's let them put all that wood away. While we kind of figure out what we're gonna do. Yeah, I know, B-Lug. I know. But here's the problem, right? I still want them to remove the wood. So. It is what it is. Uh-oh. What are the bees? Oh, wild boars. What the heck's an enchilada? A small spiny mammal with a long snout. It eats ants. Oh, it's an anteater. Okay, gotcha. And termites. And it reproduces by laying eggs. I'm sorry, what? Really? More like a platypus? Yeah, kinda. It's like an anteater puss. Is it a real animal? Huh. This isn't a real animal, chat. This doesn't exist. It's fucking adorable. Look at it. It's like an anteater platypus porcupine. This is not a real animal. I refuse to believe this. This is so cute. A short beaked. I read that as short baked. Yeah, I can see that. These are adorable. Jeez. Just like platypuses, they don't exist. Okay. Same with beavers. Beavers also don't exist. As a Canadian, I can confirm this. All right, so we got wild boars and anteaters. Good to know. Oh, there it goes. Who fell in the water? Hendrico fell in the water. All right, so we need to get, like, a ramp dug, like, right there. Right the hell now. Let's see if you drown. Probably. Come on, you can get out. Bless some RNG for us. Where are you? You're right there. Come on. Dead. Well, there goes our woodcutter. I was kind of expecting that to happen, I'll be honest, but I also wasn't sure how big this river was. So I was just kind of hoping it was a stream because I didn't check. That's funny. Was also our expedition leader. Well, that's a good start. No, be like we'll take the workload, actually. On the first day of this fortress, our expedition leader drowned in a very unfortunate thawing accident. The only problem actually, it thawing will, or it remelting, or refreezing, rather, will destroy the body in there, yeah? So at least we don't need to worry about that. At least we don't need to worry about that. Well, F's in chat for our poor friend. And Dwarf. That, or maybe the necromancers will come by first and res you, you know? So hold on a second. Let's see what our goal here is. What is Belug's mindset? She enjoys being in crowds, lives an orderly life, or...
This notification keeps coming up, so I'm going to make it go away.
You mean it keeps coming up once a month? Do you want me to do push-ups or sit-ups for that notification? Thank you very much for keeping that notification coming up, though. Thank you very much for the 26 months with Prime. Seriously, dude. Goes a long way. Thank you so much, Dredge. She personally finds herself somewhat disgusted by eloquent speakers, values independence, and values sacrifice, and dreams of mastering a skill. Well, you're gonna master a skill because you're taking over the woodworking. Yeah, I know. It's frustrating. You know, I miss the, I can do push-up if I want. What if I don't want to do push-ups? It's kind of muggy in here. And I'm sleepy. And I feel kind of sick. Let's just let them get all this wood hauled away. Dumb. Yay! I'm not sure what kind of fort I want to do for this one. People always want me to build above ground, so I think I'm going to do some above ground construction kind of in the bend of this. But I'm also going to need to get underground quickly if we want to, like, you know, not die. No more puck? What do you mean by puck? Sorry? For what? I'm just confused as to what you meant by puck. Ah, okay. That's fine. Don't worry about it. I understand. Underwater fort? Can't really do underwater with... Well, I mean, I guess we could, but, like... We kind of already did that with the last one? It would end up being very similar to shaft diamonds, which staff diamonds, which would be a little kind of dumb. So I think I know what I'm gonna do. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hack down these two trees. We're just gonna start building along this over here. We're gonna make ourselves a carpenter shop right here. And a, workshop and a mason shop right there. If we want to do underwater stuff, we kind of got to either be on a lake or an ocean. You had to Google Translate puke? Puke, vomit. Those two words. It's all good. Don't worry about it. The fact that you're watching this a stream that's not in your native language is awesome to me. So, all right. I'm going to put a zone up here. It's going to be for animals. Pen pasture. Let's make beds. 3, 4 beds, let's just say. Here come the various animals. All right, so let's just make a small downstairs right here. Let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4, because we need stone. Let's just go down to about there and see what we hit. All right, dwarves, best of luck. Enjoy your lurks, Peter. Once they're done hauling stuff and dragging animals over too. It's such a big loss that we had to lose our... I don't use DF hack. Can I? No. No, I cannot. Oh, yeah. Drowning. Actually, what does the combat report for that? The spinning willow log strikes the expedition leader in the head. Oh, no. That wouldn't... It's probably... Oh, shit, what are you? Oh, ibexes. What did ibexes do? Do you think they're going to attack us, chat? What do we think? Do we think that they're going to attack us? I've never encountered ibexes in Dwarf Fortress before. At least not wild ones. I kind of figure they'll be pretty tame, so I'm not too worried. No? Okay. Carnelian? Interesting. What the hell is Carnelian? And Sylvite. Apparently it's a transportation company. Mineral. Oh, interesting. It's like, what if a rock looked like salmon? Looks delicious. It's like it looks like crystallized fish. It's an interesting color. Alright, well, let's unpause. Keep digging. Looks like we're also in salt. See if I can find out anything about Carnelian. KKKKK. Where's that? Marble. Koalinite? That's the only one that we got that starts with a K. Kimberlite. How come I can't find it? Wait, hold on. Okay, so it's not a mineral. I don't know. Weird. Let's just make blocks. Some of my, I think my neighbors are lighting up. My apartment suddenly smells like skunk. Someone's smoking something strong, I think. What kind of plants are these, I wonder? Lettuces. Ooh, lettuce leaves. Red bean? Carrot plants? Cabbages? I think we can do some above ground farming. Well, we're in a weird spot. We're literally on the front doorstep of 3 different human fortresses. Or 3 different human hamlets. We're within, like, less than a day's travel, or like a day's travel away from the tower. And, we're in kind of like this upper area. I don't know. I don't know what the plans are. We'll kind of go with the flow. See where we end up. So we're in prime excitement territory. Currently, I just kind of want to set up... I know that this might sound a little naive considering there's zombies around, but I kind of want to set up just like a nice little, like above ground kind of small fortress with like a big underground complex. So like very unexciting little, oh, it's a friendly little dwarven dwarven outpost up on the surface. But in reality, there's actually like some secret stuff going on underground. That's kind of what I want to do. Which shouldn't be too hard. That's kind of the plans as it sits right now. For me. A big above-ground tavern? Well, I mean, it's dwarves, of course. I shouldn't have anything less. Why can't they dig down there? Maybe it's just because they're busy. What's my miners up to? Oh, eating, storing items. Gotcha. Although, one dwarf already died, so... because the river kind of thawed out and he went splat. So... our expedition leader unfortunately died on day 1. Which sucks because... we had a copper battle axe. But... it is what it is. So we have to make an early craft workshop and, you know, engrave some stone slabs. Alt-S will make a slab. Push that up. Which means probably we've got some negative feelings, I'm thinking. Yep. Yep. We've got some bad moods going on. Everybody's a little bit upset. Especially considering they're just like constantly running past the dead body. Which, you know, could cause some problems. But, like, I have no way of getting to it right now, so... I mean, I could try and crush it, but that might just end with... dwarves dying, so let's try and block some line of sight stuff here if we can. Think about building like a little wooden wall. Just so that, you know, they don't have to stare at the corpse all the time. I don't know, is there anything you guys would like to see us do with this new fort? All of the dwarves are sleeping, it appears. Alrighty, dwarves, get up. Come on, guys. No job, construct building. Why aren't you mining? Why is there dead bodies? So do you remember that river? The river thawed out while our expedition leader was standing in the middle of it, and it went splat. That's pretty much the long and short of it. I hope it refreezes. So that the body goes away. Or that we can dig it out. I actually don't know what happens when it refreezes. It's like one of two things. It's either... the body vanishes, or... we can then dig it out. I feel like it's just gonna destroy it. You're glad you're not the expedition leader? Nope. No, it's B-Lug now. And B-Lug likes being around people, so we're going to build a big tavern up on the surface. But right now I'm just kind of setting up this little wall here so we don't have to just, you know, stare at it all the time. Okay, miners, why the hell aren't you guys doing this? Okay, they did. There we go. Okay, well, first we're going to automate mine out those gems. You get some case of ice, and then I can dig them out. I'll be fine. I actually don't know what happens, so we'll try digging them out when it refreezes. So for those of you who are newish here, I don't care about building things symmetrically, so please don't get mad at me if I don't, because I won't. Okay? The most symmetrically built fortress I ever built was Staff Diamond. This can be our entryway. I get sick and tired of a few things on the internet. Everybody's screaming that they have OCD. Lignite. What the heck is lignite? Lignite. Make coke from lignite. Okay. Interesting. Is that what this is? Yeah, it's lignite. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen lignite before. I mean, that's a good thing, yeah? Actually, I don't think I've ever made coal. I've always just used charcoal. I've always just used charcoal. I'm using wood just because we have this massive pile of it right here, so. So it's just easier to do it this way. And we're gonna build over top of the road. We're gonna be a bunch of douchebags. That's a really good question, OG. I have no idea why he isn't being washed downstream. I don't know how streams work. I don't know how rivers work. It's frustrating. Workshop. Let's make ourselves a Crafts Dwarfs workshop right here. Sure, we'll make it out of salt rock blocks this time. Alrighty, King. I'm going to give you stone crafting so you can make that memorial. Yeah, exactly. Water acts kind of strange in Dwarf. But then again, a lot of things act kind of strange in Dwarf. So like I always say, your best bet with Dwarf Fortress is don't ask questions and just simply accept it. So if something isn't working the way you think it should, don't ask questions and simply accept it. Everything will be fine. Do you guys like my philosophy? Logic. Habitual. Also, sorry for killing you so quickly, Hendriko. It really, like, I swear to God, was not intended. Man, these guys are taking forever to mine this out. They must be shitty miners. You killed yourself? I mean, you knew that this was a very dangerous place to settle, and you just couldn't bear the thought of having to deal with potentially fighting off the hordes of darkness. You'd heard the rumors and the stories. It was too much. Yep, you're a miner. Being slow. Down in the mines. Mine faster, dude. Otherwise, management's gonna have a problem. Yeah, I mean, I could. Actually, it's construction, not hauling. I think. No. All three of you are mining, actually. You're just going slowly. In all realism, what I should be doing is this. I should be building a farming area, because this is a really good way to train up mining really quickly. Because they mine those out real fast. Yep, you'll improve. Slowly. Also because I honestly feel like I haven't done this enough today. I'm just going to take a real quick moment to say if you do like what I do, and you like this stream, I have a YouTube channel as well, where all my stuff is backed up. How you doing, Banty? That's the most recent Today in Dwarf Fortress video. If all goes well, I should have another one up by tomorrow. I also do tutorials over there because people have bugged me too, so I've finally given in and decided to start doing them. And all of my Twitch VODs are archived over there. I do this full time, so if you really enjoy what I do, there's many ways to support me. One of the best of which is just simply watching the stream and sharing stuff around. However, I also have a Patreon where you can support me financially as well as on this Twitch channel through Twitch. Because eating groceries is good. So with that being said, sellout minute is done. I keep seeing that body in there and it keeps freaking me out for a second. I keep going, oh God, is there another one? God. Probably just gonna leave most of these empty right now, but I'm just gonna put 3 in. Just so that when I decide that I need more, I can plant more. Hey, Angie. Food! Okay, so let's put this in here. Change settings. Food! No, only seeds. Permit, there we go. Permit with a P. We're gonna hit Shift E and remove all the barrels so that it fills up with bags. For your weekly dwarfs, so you can see what they're up to after 1 week. Will bags hold enough? So it's a difference in mechanics. If they're in barrels, then they can only remove 1 at a time, right? So say you have 3 dwarves planting seeds, they will fight over the same seeds and you'll get job cancels. If you put them into bags, then they can pull them out at the same time and get separate ones, so you won't have that job cancel of seeking seed. I mean, you might still get it if you have enough dwarves seeking them, but you don't want to store... strong coffee. You don't want to store seeds in barrels. So do you ever, like, end up with, like, a brand of coffee or tea that you really don't like, but you bought it because it looked okay and it was a little bit cheaper than the one that you normally buy? And I bought it, and now I can't wait until I'm finished this bag of coffee so I can get my old coffee again. Oh! Does not taste great. Gets the job done, but doesn't taste too good. Fry Guy, hello. Hi, hello. As well as Ruther, hello as well. We're still digging. Well, we should start building our tavern above ground, because I do want to put a tavern down by this road, if that makes sense. I also want to put a drawbridge. Could actually just start using blocks. So I want to put a tavern right here. The problem is it's probably going to end with them all becoming zombies, but that's fine. I'm going to build a tavern right here, like a above ground tavern, and then this bridge is going to become a drawbridge, and then we'll kind of wall off this, and then we'll have another drawbridge over at the other end of the road. So essentially, we are literally building a toll booth on the road that was already here. Really? Refuse zones accelerate decay? I didn't know that. That's interesting. Zombie, yeah, we're within range of the tower. What biome are we? So it's kind of like... I'm not sure what these are called. It's not desert, but it's like not temperate. It's somewhere between like... It's like drylands or something. So very sparse trees. We're pretty far north, so I think we might actually get proper winters, which I'm kind of excited about, actually. Which means I need to find a water source probably before winter rolls around. Savannah? Is that what it's called? It didn't seem like Savannah based on the animals that have been showing up. We've got like ibexes and wild boars and stuff running around. There's dingoes. Yeah, I guess it's Savannah. I don't know. Doesn't quite seem like it, but... So this is going to be a wooden tavern. No, Wasteland is like no grains. We got a lot of loomy sand. It's also too far north to be Savannah. Wild carrot plants. Actually, you know what? We should do this. I don't actually know if I have anybody set to this, but we should just gather plants and do some above ground farming. Because there's like carrots and shit around. That stuff's too cool. Was never your strong suit. Yeah. It's not quite tundra either. It's an odd biome. Although another thing I gotta do is I gotta remove that. actually, I gotta just remove fortification, remove constructions. We gotta get rid of those too, so I don't just give them ramps up into my fort, because that would be bad. Okay, let's get plump helmets planted. Plump helmets. Plump helmets. All right, and then down here, we're just going to do pigtails on the seasons where pigtails are available. And then let's do sweet pods the rest of the time. And then plump helmets in the winter. It'll be fine. Yeah, tundra would be a bit further north. It's one of those not so common biomes. I don't really like building stuff out of wood, but I find that if you're building above ground, it just makes logical sense. Also, it's very common, and it's just everywhere, so... Besides, it'll go a little further to aggravate the elves a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I think for me, ideal ending for this fort would be like all-out war with the elves and the tower, and maybe take over the tower and remain friends with the humans, because we're literally on the humans' doorstep. In my headcanon for this area, I would imagine that the humans have allowed us to exist here because... where's Throne? Because we are making a tavern for them. Because when, of course, humans would want the finest ales that... Well, that's the Craftsdwarf shop, not the Masons. Where's the Masons? There's the Masons. Because, of course, they'd want the finest ales that the dwarves could make. There we go. Let's make 3 thrones. So I can get management up and running. What about mushroom wood? That requires digging way too far, which I don't really feel like doing currently. Let's go a little further. We're not in the south, though. We're very far north. We're all the way up here. Like, it's called desert, right? But it's the green steppes right next to the desert of judging. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. It always freaks me out when I start seeing stuff falling from trees. Okay, let's just get a little bunk bedroom set up down here till we can get something more permanent. And a throne down there so I can get management running. And we just need to wait for the furniture, which will happen eventually. Once everybody wakes up. It's currently everybody's asleep. But once we get those beds set up down here, things will be a little bit nicer. So now we're going to grab this. So someone correct me if I'm wrong, but tundra just is high elevation, yeah? So it doesn't matter if it's in the north or the south, it just means high elevation. So this is a dormitory. How long have we been here? Early summer? I would assume we should, just means dry air. What? So Jack Nerick, we're going to give you another task on top of this. Plant gathering. So on top of planting all of the seeds, you're also going to be in charge of plant gathering. We're going to start digging a stockpile down here. It's going to be rather large, but we're going to begin working on it. I do kind of want it to fit in with this area nicely. I think tundra is a cold desert, and Dwarf Fortress worlds kind of 1 or 2 poles, usually 2. Yeah, no, I've seen 1 pole. I've also seen small worlds tend to always have 1 pole, whereas bigger worlds seem to have 2. You know, I swear to God, like for me in Dwarf Fortress worlds, if it's a small world, it just means there's bigger oceans. It's like I have a really hard time imagining flat worlds. So to me, it's just like, oh, a small world in Dwarf Fortress just means that the dwarves don't realize that there's more out there, but there's more out there, you know. There's probably more out there. God, if a world generated with 3 poles, that would be very confusing. All right, well, we're going to have to dig into the river at some point. And the reason we're going to have to dig into the river is because I need a water reservoir. Because we're going to have... Or actually, we could also just drain something like that. I'm going to need some water underground somewhere pretty soon. Let's just continue working on the tavern. I'm actually going to do 2 doors for the tavern, I think. Stone doors, of course. And of course, all the tables inside will be made of stone. But, you know, the outside fortification... It's gonna be wooden. Same with the roofing. Will all be wood. I might do stone flooring. Maybe like alternating stone tiles. We do want all visitors to feel welcome. What about the east and west pole? Wait, really? When was that? Was that like during a Dwarf Fortress thing? So I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty funny if that's the case. It was in a world not one of mine, was it? Because if so, I blame alcohol, even if I wasn't drunk. As long as it wasn't one of mine, I'm okay. I need 3 rock doors. Oh, God. Also, something fun. I brought turkeys and horses. Totally forgot to bring cats and dogs. I realized that shortly after we started, but I figured I'd mention it now. So... we're gonna have vermin problems. Ooh, a colony of honeybees. I still have absolutely no idea how bees work. I'm gonna be honest. 0 clue how bees work. That is an interesting thing to say, Enrico. Well, Maybe they were being silly, I don't know. I don't know the context of the quote, so I'm not gonna go judging people. As much as I could. Does anyone know how every little thing works? You mean like aside from Toady? I'd say the person who I know who knows the most about this is probably Cupo. He's easily the most like on point with keeping track of what the hell this game's doing, but I don't even think he knows everything. Okay, did I build that throne? I think I did. Yeah, okay, so we'll just shrink that. Oopsies. We'll shrink that down a little bit. Assigned chair. We'll make this B-Lug. Guess what, B-Lug? You're about to get a massive workload. B-Lug is going to be our bookkeeper. B-Lug is going to be our broker. And our manager. And all counts accurate, by the way. So make sure you count everything. Oh, absolutely. Step 1, get bees. Step 2, put dead goblin at the bottom of your well. Step 3, stab the goblin repeatedly with a stick. Step 4, stir to taste. Step 5, drink the vampire goblin blood. Step 6, have vampire fortress. Step 7, profit. Sorry, mild spoilers for a Let's Play, but... Realistically, I like mead in real life, so... I just want to make mead, that's all. He was typing that. What, the profit part? Step 6 profit? Let's hack down some trees over here in the corner. Do, 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 do. All right, how are we doing? We got 85 drink left, not bad. 20 fish, 21 plant, 15 meat. Tony didn't implement library office. No. Only, trying to think, like, what's a really bad, like, freeware office knockoff? Because there's a few of those. I actually don't know. I used to use some, so... Darn! Only have 4 rock salt blocks? Come on. Oh, Lotus 1, 2, 3. I mean, I'll bet you that could run into our fortress. There was a lot of fun at Staff Diamonds. Staff Diamonds got completely deaded. Double neg. Every single dwarf in that entire fortress died. It was about 200 goblins, all mounted. As well as a butt ton of trolls just showed up and steamrolled us. Then I started a new fort in the same world, on the same faction. That faction is dead. They're just in massive chaos, all fighting with each other. And that we were continuing that this morning, and then that fortress got deaded by Capybara. Now we're here in a new world with more than 2 dwarven factions. Yeah, sorry, Unib. Yeah, Animal killed all of them, which was pretty good. So we have some new dwarves. We have a poet. Oh, God. A cook. A clerk. Why? Okay, hold on a second. Before we do anything else, let's just take B-Lug off of the broker and bookkeeper job and give it to the clerk. Replace... Actually, shit. Great judge of intent. Professional intimidator. Professional pacifier. And a controversialist. All right. Apparently the clerk has no relevant skills. Clerk, do you have any relative skills to managing? Nope. Well, you're gonna get it. Anyway, we've just replaced B-Lug. B-Lug, you get a slightly less of a workload. Chair or throne. All right, who wants to be our new manager? Raise your hand in chat if you want to be our new manager. Battle clerks. Battle clerks brigade. All right, we're just gonna make this into our location. Add location. No, not a temple. Inn tavern. The paper of entry. The pepper of entries. I think we can do better. First off, let's go into location. Rename citizens only for until we are fully, ready. Let's just randomize this a couple times. The strifeful clasp. The short lance. The paint of puzzles. The gleeful net. The hot castle. Okay. The connected merchants. The mechanical bolt. I think I wanted to go with the mechanical bolt. I'm sad that hit R again. The twinkling manor. The yawning basement. The cobalt manor. The secretive mine. Roasted walls. Mines of brightness. Mindful furnaces. The young crypt. I like that one. The young crypt. It's like young crypt would be like my emotes if my emotes were a rapper. Let's go with Desert Silo. You can be our manager. There you go. You're our manager, the safest job in the fort. You're 100 years old on the dot. You were born in the year 150. It's the year 250. Happy, big 3 digits. He personally doesn't care if others take the time to master skills and doesn't particularly value loyalty, and he dreams of creating a great work of art. He is completely unmoved by art or beauty of nature, and he is conflicted by this as he values artwork and its creation. He is generally unhindered by thoughts of others concerning his actions, and he finds humor in most situations. His sideburns are clean-shaven. His medium-length mustache is neatly combed. His very long beard is neatly combed. His very long hair is neatly combed. His amethyst eyes are round, and his ears are have small lobes. His hair is saffron mixed with gray, and his skin is raw umber, and he is slow to heal and clumsy. It's your boy, Young Crypt. Exactly. There you go. Welcome to the fortress. And we're getting you your office set up. Down in the area that we're digging out underground. Please don't mind, newcomers, please don't mind the body in the river. It was an accident. We didn't put him there. He fell in by himself. Assign chair to Desert Silo. Desert Silo. All right. Next thing I want is I really want them to finish mining this out so I can get my stuff set up. So I'm actually going to just dig small downstair right here. And then a little upstair right here. We're going to put our kitchen. We're going to put kitchens down here. Because hopefully this tavern will be above ground, but also will be in a sealable off area. Seal-offable area. Are we getting more, or is that everybody? I think that's everything. Okay. So I need somebody that I can make into a... Okay, King, you're getting a new job. You're not just a stoneworker now, you're also an architect. We're going to make a raising bridge right here. And we're going to make it from rock salt blocks. And apparently, just straight rock salt because... God. Okay, hold on. Let's get rid of that. Yo, poet. I need to give you a real job. Awesome! You can do masonry and stone detailing. That is excellent. Please don't farm fields or brew. But I would very much like you to do masonry. Because I require blocks on the repeat. So we can make bridges. Stash is neatly combed. His eyes are, my brain, neatly combed. His face is neatly combed. And his skin is neatly combed. This is what happens when Animal generates stuff in Dwarf Fort. Also, I have to say a big, massive thank you to anybody who's tuning in today. You guys are all absolutely fantastic. Started off a little slow this morning, but people trickled in, and it's been a good Tuesday so far. Thank you very much as well to anybody who is coming in from Reddit. I do have permission to post on the subreddit from the Reddit moderators, so shoutouts to them. Thanks, no thanks, Brian, you mean? And I would like to mention that there is a relatively active community on Twitch here, so it's worth just kind of checking the directory for Dwarf Fortress related streams if you want them. A lot of them are very new to Twitch too, so it's worth supporting them. Because quite frankly, the more the merrier. We're also gonna make a farm plot up here. Let's see what we can do. Because I've got all sorts of like interesting, well maybe interesting is the wrong word, but like above ground farming that we could do. Let's see if I can get a couple of these little plots up. Because there's like carrots and stuff that we can maybe start storing. So I'd like to have like a little carrot plot, a little lettuce plot. If you don't have much else to do, thanks, man. At least I can provide something. I can give you some form of entertainment in your day. It's better than nothing, you know? How are we doing down here? Getting close. We're getting there. One little bit at a time. I'm very worried we're just gonna get attacked by a were creature before I get set up. Or something worse. Probably something worse. Be honest, probably something worse. Need to give somebody else. Alright, so I do have 3 other dwarves that could be named. We have a poet. We have a farmer. This farmer actually is going to be put on woodcutting as well. Yeah, if anybody here would like a name in this fortress, just let me know, and we'll see what we can do. Well, I think we'll do it this way. Bayberry logs. Use. Done. Let's get you a cook. Friskins. She was delighted after watching performance, and she was delighted after watching a performance, and excited while performing. She is married to Desert Silo. Interesting. This is Desert Silo's wife. She is a casual worshiper of Lolar, and an apprentice under Sodal Violence Merchants. 69 years old, born on the 1st of Granite in the year 154. She is slow to tire, but tough. She is weak and susceptible to disease. She personally finds those that deny their impulses somewhat stiff, values craft worship, and doesn't think one way or another about leisure time. Dreams of raising a family. She has no sense of vengeance or retribution, and she is sometimes cruel. She dislikes obligations and will try to avoid being bound by them, though she is conflicted by this for more than one reason. She is slow to anger, and she often feels lustful. I expect children from that one. Rothruer, you can be our poet. and tell great tales from the outer world. UNIB Rovo Kalan. There you go. I'll go with that. She felt satisfied at work. She almost never sick. She's almost never sick and incredibly quick to heal. 132 years old. I think the oldest dwarf in the fort, actually. She personally finds the idea of family loathsome. Finds those that develop a skill with weapons and fighting distasteful and values independence. Doesn't believe and believes that it is important to conceal emotions and refrain from complaining, and dreams of mastering a skill. She has incredibly calm demeanor and she forms strong emotional bonds with others. That's Sunib. All right. So now I need... Let's just try and build a bridge. See what we can do. There we go. We'll get that done out of rock salt blocks. You have the vinyl record? I wish I had space for vinyl. Like, there's a broadcaster named Excessive Profanity, who's one of the broadcasters I look up. Hold on, did I make that go up? I don't actually know. I'm second guessing. There we go, now I did. Now I know for certain. Anyway, there's a broadcaster called Excessive Profanity who I look up to massively. He's a huge inspiration to my channel, and he has a vinyl camera. So he has a camera that points at his record player, and he plays vinyl during the intros and outros of his stream. It's dreams, man. Dreams. It is so fucking cool. And he has a whole lot of video game OSTs, so he'll be like just chilling and sitting in his chair and talking about something random, like life. And he'll just have a record player playing like 2016's Doom, and it's just like, oh my god, it's too cool. It's awesome. There's not enough shit like that on Twitch. So that'll be the basement. I'll actually dig one more wall around it. And then we'll go underneath the river and we'll put a... there will also be a connection from this kitchen down here to over here. So this is going to end up being our kitchen and food storage. Yeah, no, it's been pretty funny listening to this soundtrack, because a lot of people are just like, I think I've heard this soundtrack before, but like can't quite place it. It's funny. It's like, you've probably heard it in a lot of places. It's a great soundtrack. Disaster Piece is a fucking magician. It's like, why am I building cabinets? I'm actually building floors. Wait. I'm gonna see if the cat needs water, because she's bugging me. She only bugs me if she needs something, so I'll be back in a second. In your fortress, Rithro? You probably have more than one. Only thing I'm really worried about this wall. Let's start building it over here. Kind of get an idea on how big this fort's actually going to be. Or at least the upper area is going to be. Just trying to keep these interesting looking. Almost feel bad. I'm building right over top of a beehive. Almost, not quite. I haven't seen a single I didn't see a single monster hunter in the last world. It made me kind of sad. All right, so I'm actually just going to pause the rock blocks for a little bit. Okay, we still got plenty of drink. Also, I should build this, or I should get rid of this here, because this is going to be the other gate, now that I think about it. It's going to be the other gate, because that's where the road is. There we go. Let's allow for that. Hey chat, question. What's your favorite video game soundtrack? If you have one. You wish you did an all-in, don't you always? I feel like odds have been better today. Beat Hazard? That doesn't count. That's your own soundtrack, hobo. That's like saying, what's your favorite video game soundtrack? Guitar Hero. Fuck you. That's not a video game soundtrack. Or Rock Band. I was just like 90. The fuck, man? His garage band. Steins Gate. See, that's a real response. Thank you. It's an actual response. That's the kind of response I'm looking for. But that's a digital picture book. That's not a video game. Come on, please. We're talking real games here with real game. I'll shut up. Do you really like the Dwarf Fortress sound? Are you talking like the original one or the fan soundtracks? See, I liked the Dwarf Fortress music until I heard it like 50 times in 5 minutes. Because it's like a 2-minute loop. That's absolutely how math works. Don't judge me. All right, dropping in here. It's going to take a little bit, but we're going to get all of our walls done. Then we just need to build 2 bridges. Raises upwards towards the north. The Great White North. Hell March, that's pretty good. Doom 2016, yeah, it is pretty fucking boss. Doom 2016 is kind of incredible. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start moving my wood stockpile in here. So let's actually see what we can plant. I can plant wild carrots. Wild carrots. Nice. I wonder if we can make carrot alcohol. I wonder if carrots are brewable. You know what also has a, if I were to choose an orchestral soundtrack habitual, would probably be Abzu. Abzu has an incredible soundtrack that I was humming for weeks. Like literally weeks after I first heard it. It was too good. Admittedly, I don't listen to it much because it's super duper, like, how do I explain it? It's extremely, like, emotional, so it's hard to just listen to on its own. Like, it really needs the context of the game to work. Every soundtrack by sound. Every game with Sabaton in it. I've seen Sabaton live thrice? And it'll be 4 times by the end of this year. Sabaton's a whole lot of fun. Sabaton's great. You're seeing them in February? I'm actually not sure when I'm seeing them. I need to look when they're coming. Me and Hobo are gonna go see some thrash metal next week. Should be a fun show. I showed Hobo the picture of the poster and he goes, I can't read any of those names. Must be a good show. Whom? I know Voivod's is gonna be there, and same with Conjurer. I can't remember the names of the other 2 bands. 2 seconds. Let me look up the venue. Revocation, who I've never heard of. Voivod. Pyrocryptic? Never heard of them. Skeletal Remains, I think I've seen them live before. And Conjurer, who I have seen. This is the event. Well, actually, let's just see if I can open up this image poster. This poster for it. It's a little bit hard to see, but the game's saving, so we have a second. This is the poster for it. It's like, yeah, I can't read any of those names so much. It's like all of these like relatively unreadable names and then just Conjurer. Game's still saving. Yeah, pretty much. It'll be fun. I love that kind of music live. I don't really listen to a lot of black metal or like death metal or any of that stuff just on my day-to-day, but I love seeing it live. Like, one of the most fun shows I've ever been to was a Cradle of Filth show. I don't like Cradle of Filth. I won't listen to Cradle of Filth of my own accord, but that show, fucking awesome. It was fantastic. Maybe it was one of the best shows I've ever been to, period. It was incredible. Everything about it was perfect. So, that's all I have to say about Cradle of Filth. Won't go out of my way to listen to them, but damn, they put on a show. Damn, they put on a show. How are we doing for drinks? We're doing all right. When it comes by, I'll watch it, but that's it. Fair enough. It's at least 50% of the whole performance. I think it depends on the musicians, but yeah. I don't disagree with that. Oh, we got a stray mule. Should pasture it. Nest, box, wood. 3. Let's make some nest boxes so I can make more turkeys. Let's also queue up some rock mechanisms. Excuse me. And we'll make a craft or a mechanic shop. And then let's give, I feel like you've got enough jobs. Toby, we're gonna give you the secondary job of engineering. I saw Slayer relatively recently, like a little over 2 months, about 2 months ago now. I saw them in Edmonton, and it was okay. I'm not gonna like. Okay, so I'm not a big fan of Slayer. I've never been a huge fan of Slayer. I find them kind of boring. I'll be honest. This is where everybody unfollows and unsubscribes. At least every single Slayer fan just unsubbed. but they have a shtick, and that's all that they do. And I find that kind of uninteresting. It sucks, but it's the truth. No, that's not what I want. This is what I want. So it's like if they could, you know, I'm not against the ultra heavy metal all the time nonstop, but like, I don't know, fucking write something in a different scale for once. Just musically, I find it dull. It's hard for me to say that out loud because, like, my friends that I go to the most shows with are the biggest fucking Slayer fans. Like, they're just massive Slayer fans. So if I say anything even remotely not positive, overwhelmingly positive even, about Slayer, I kind of get shot by my friends. Like, they just glare at me, and it's like, come on, guys. Not when the guy that's driving you home is such a big Slayer fan. If you say anything negative about Slayer, he will kick you out of his truck and leave you on the side of the highway about 10 kilometers away from the nearest car. Or, ooh, a Dwarven caravan has arrived, and I didn't build a trade depot because I'm a dum-dum. Let's make one real quick out of stone. And the nearest, you know, bus stop is like a 10-hour walk. Right? So no, I can't say anything bad about Slayer because my friends will tell each other and then I won't get a ride home. Simple as that. We're gonna start making some menacing wood spikes. Let's just make 20. Queue up menacing wooden spikes stat. Go, 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 go. You saw them several times. You won't see them again. Fair enough. To me, I don't know. They're just not the most musically interesting band, that's all. You hate shows, really? You only listen to recorded music? Shows are too loud. Fair enough. I like the atmosphere. Be like, I like the atmosphere. Any more deaths? Nope. Nope, we're good. I am your liaison from the mountain homes. Bless. Let's discuss your situation. There's much to share. They've added information to civilization and world info. What requests do you have of our merchants? Begin discussion. What do we want? Let's just say, steel bars, pig iron bars, iron bars. Maybe also a little bit of bronze, a little bit of copper. All right. Let's also ask for. I'm gonna ask for steel anvils because I can just, well, iron anvils actually, because I can just melt them down. Because I don't know if I'm gonna find iron yet. Let's also ask for some weapons. I just like asking for clothes because it's easier than making it. But I've gotten a lot better at that stuff, which is good. And we'll ask for some cheese. That's probably about it, actually. To be honest. Carl's barrels. There isn't anything I know I need yet, so yeah, we'll just ask them to bring some thread. Actually, no, let's ask for cloth. Because a lot of that stuff's kind of difficult to get. Ooh, pets. I should ask them to bring cats next time. Yeah. Maybe sheep as well. Let's do that. Cool. It'll work. Gypsum? Nah, we're good on that stuff for right now. Hopefully we can just find it on our own, but if we don't, then we'll import it. I don't need that right now. Well then, we have finalized the import agreement. Cool. Let's discuss what we are willing to offer for your craft worship. Feel free to look over the documents. Handwear, armor, cut gems, rock crowns. Rock crowns? Interesting. Seeds, windows, quivers, toys, musical instruments, and earrings. Okay. I guess I could bash out some rock crowns real fast. I look forward to our meeting again next year. Our fortunes rise and fall together. Come on, friends. Let's get some of those menacing wooden spikes dunzos. Oh, shit. I just realized. Should probably make my stockpile. Custom stockpile. It's going to be for yes, 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 no, 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 yes, yes, no, yes, 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 no, yes, yes. Nudge 14 to the rock crown. The crown of rock! We should just name it the crowning rock. Cool, we're making menacing wooden spikes. Excellent! I'm basically just gonna give them a whole bunch of free menacing wooden spikes. Also, thank you very much to everybody who's followed the stream today. There's actually been quite a few followers the last few days. I'm assuming it's got something to do with that video that I put up on YouTube, but regardless, cheers to anybody who's new to the stream. It's always nice to have new people around. All right, let's do this. Throw in more willow logs. I also need to hack down some more trees. Although it's going to be a little bit before that actually gets done because we're actually hauling everything underground right now. Hey, I heard you like menacing spikes. You want some more menacing spikes? We got even more menacing spikes. We can provide you with more menacing spikes. If you would like more menacing spikes, we can give you more menacing spikes. In fact, we have lots of menacing spikes. You're going to have to tell me how to say your name. Speaking of. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Oh, hey! We have baby horse. This fortress is getting a little bit hoarse, chat. What? Do not make a nest box. Oh, I probably don't have a wood crafter. That would do it. That would do it. All right, well, let's give you a boring task. We'll give you wood crafting. Just as something to keep you interested for a while. RB, please? Yeah, I don't know. Arby's, please? No, probably not. Also, some more migrants have arrived. What have we got? From the looks of things, a gem cutter, a legendary gem cutter, and a stone crafter. I also need more miners. Looks just like two of them. How many doors are we at? We're at a good few. RBP 7 news? Okay, can I just call you RBP? Because that's probably the easiest way. Also, the other thing I gotta do over at the Craft Dwarf shop. We should immortalize Henrico first. It's called generating a new world and then not giving a fuck about the old one is what it means. It's oozing. But yeah, no, for those of you who don't know, we're live here about 7 days a week. It's about 5 days a week at Dwarf Fort, and then about 2 days a week of RimWorld. Although it's slowly moving over to just mostly Dwarf Fort. Slowly. We did quite well for a bit there with we did quite that well there for a bit with a lot of Rim. RimWorld's got fucking hell of a soundtrack, dude. I listened to that soundtrack for thousands and thousands of hours. But we will be taking part in the I got those nest boxes done. We will be taking part in the hot potato challenge soon, TM, which will be quite a bit of Rim, but it'll be fun. Then as soon as I see my turkey hen lay an egg, I just gotta forbid it. And then we'll have like a dozen turkeys. Okay, so I need a lever. So I think the lever is just gonna go right here. And this is going to lock both the doors. Don't mind the dead body in the river. He jumped in there himself. Are we sealed? We're getting there. We're certainly getting there. The one problem that I have with the No Man's Sky soundtrack is if you upload videos to YouTube of that include the No Man's Sky soundtrack, you get copyright struck unless you're playing No Man's Sky. Because it's a licensed soundtrack technically. It's the only place you can get the soundtrack, but it sucks. Not really a huge fan, I'll be honest. Basically means that there will be ads running on my non-monetized videos, which is like, I'm not okay with that. I don't like that. My current Fort videos, what's the best way to do so? That YouTube channel. All my VODs go up there. I also do little highlight reels called Today in Dwarf Fortress, which is what that happens to link to. But I do little highlight reels called Today in Dwarf Fortress. I do tutorials as well because people have been bugging me to do them, so I've started doing them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But also, all of the YouTube channel is about 4 to 5 days behind the Twitch channel. So if you want to see stuff right away, if you've missed something, you can watch the VODs directly on this channel. They're all archived in the Mastering Dwarf Fortress collection on this channel, but there's an ad every 10 minutes if you're not subscribed. Just, you've been warned. Kind of blows. Trial and error. Habitual. Mostly trial and error. I wish that I could say something else, but it's mostly trial and error. Also, I can get those blocks going again. Actually, nope, not R. S. There we go. Keep it repeating. Move goods. Just bring all those menacing winged spikes over. Before I forget. There they go. Yeah, well, I mean, people who complain about that aren't very good at managing it. My manager is currently making a menacing wooden Spyco figure. Okay, here he comes. There you go. Let's trade. We're basically just going to give these to him. They're not that valuable, but there's something. Oh, I'll buy some ropes. I'll buy a rope. A steel toy axe. I can melt that down. I don't know if I necessarily want to do that. You know, I'm actually just going to buy these cloth bins. I really like buying cloth bins early because then in case I get a mood that requires some random cloth, I actually have it. I think that's actually all I'm gonna buy. Yeah, I think that's all that we're gonna buy. There you go, dwarves. Thanks, guys. Who are the bees? They're wild boars, in fact. They've been there for a while. I kind of want to trap them. I don't have any hunters currently, though, so... I could assign a hunter, but that's work. Need to assign some other dwarves to, tree felling. You're a stone crafter. You've got a lot of tasks already. How about the gem cutter? Let's just give you, not carpentry, but wood cutting. I need you to go fell some trees. Say goodbye to the merchants from Sud El Shar, our home faction. Hope they have a good journey. As they pack up and prepare to leave. I hope they didn't get stuck. It does happen sometimes. Rock salt blocks. And just straight rock salt. We're going to start putting in flooring. I'll bet you salt floors would be really, really hard to clean. Hold on a second, what? Oh, it's fruit. I was like, why is there vomit there? It's willow fruit. It's not vomit. It looked like vomit. I was worried it was vomit. I really want to try and actually do Mark's Dwarves properly. Maybe that should be a goal for this fort, is have proper Mark's Dwarves, because we're going to be up against zombies, so... Or probably have to be up against zombies at some point. Speaking of zombies, I should prepare... Uh-oh. Why hasn't that been done yet? Where my mechanic at? Oh, there he is. You're constructing mechanisms. Well, I guess you should finish that. Yeah, it could be. It's saltstone, though. It's kind of different. There they go. With its crossbow? Because that tends to be what happens whenever I make Mark's Dwarves. They just beat the crap out of whatever they're doing with their toe. So we're in mid-autumn now. Oh, they need bolts? Yeah, that would do it. I find they often end up just beating the crap out of stuff with their crossbows. Like, they're not stupid, but their tactics are not the best. I mean, it's a heavy object. You can use any heavy object as a melee weapon. It would probably break the crossbow, but I'm sure you could do it. Yeah, station them on the wall instead of trying to run them at the thing. Yeah, that would probably help. What are you doing? Oh, you're just the outpost liaison. Oh, and that would... Okay, and we don't have any visitors allowed. Okay, so I'm actually going to go into locations and change the young crypt. See a boy young crypt here. To citizens and long-term residents only, because then I assume you'll be able to go in? No? That kind of sucks. Not gonna lie, it kind of sucks. Still working on those rock mechanisms, are we? I'm assuming when you finish the last one, I'm assuming when he finishes the last one, he'll get to that. What's up?
Make missile first. You want in?
Nah, I'm okay.
Okay.
Thank you, though. You're gonna retire the fort because reasons? Well, have fun retiring your fort, I guess. Sometimes retiring the fort is the best option, though. I love how done the dwarf is done with making mechanisms, goes and drinks. Mug. Let's make some rock mugs. 20. Because we need some mugs. There you go. That's what I need you to do. That's what I was waiting for you to do, in fact. Now this is going to be linked up to bridge 1 and bridge 2. Yeah, we do need some Neps mugs. Welcome back, Banty. I hope your walk was good. I hope your walk was fantastic. Oh, shit. So if, did I not make slabs? I guess not.
Subway 100 bonus 10 free dimes for a little of my times.
Thanks for the 110 bits, Kook. Actually, first cheer of the day, I think. Yeah, we got a tip earlier and some resubs, but cheers. Thank you very much. For the $1.10. Thanks, man. It was annoying. I find chores relatively zen. I feel like I might just be an alien because I actually like just doing housework and stuff. Let's actually just cancel all of these. Oh wow, there's wild boars coming inside. Let's just make a couple cage traps. Put one like right there. Let's put one like right here. And let's put one like right here. I just kind of want to try and catch some of these wild boars. Wood cage, 5. Also, how are we doing for alcohol? Still doing okay, but getting a little on the low end. I'm gonna put a little bit of flooring down here. It's not too often. Fair enough. I'm not picky with that stuff. I just love doing chores. I tend to find, like, maybe this is just my philosophy in life a little bit, but if you tell yourself that something is fun, fuck. Okay, why haven't they made that slab yet? Actually, I think I know why. Come on, get that slab done. If you tell yourself that something is fun, there's a ghost haunting the creek. Because we haven't immortalized his corpse yet, so. Add new task. Memorialize. There we go. Somebody please get it done. Oh no, Ghost is coming forward. Where are you going, Ghost? Please don't tear anybody's gut. Please don't tear anybody's intestines out. Whatever you do, just don't tear anybody's intestines out. Like, you can do whatever you want, Ghosty, but please don't tear intestines out. Intestines are important. We need those. Is it giving us scary moods? Probably. Seems like a pretty passive ghost. It's just kind of chilling. All right, there we go. It's spooking the liaison. That's fine. Looks like let's see if I can do this. Ah, come on. Hasn't been memorialized yet? Please. Man, that's an active ghost. It's just tightening the walls now. I kind of love the way ghosts move around. They're super funny looking. Is anybody engraving a slab? There we go. Melville is. There you go. You just gotta haul it upstairs. Come on, buddy. Get it done. Yeah, they do. Or at least in this tile set they do. It's spooking some wild boars. I mean, it's a white version of the one the necromancers use. Okay, so that should be done. Sylvite Memorial. Go get that placed. Somebody, anybody, doesn't even matter who. Necros are like a purpley color, yeah. Zombies are like a lighter purple. And were creatures are brown. Okay, so that's been hooked up. That's been hooked up. Sweet, so I can lock the gates now. Excellent. Which means, just to be safe, I could actually just leave the gates permanently shut. Just checking. Gotcha. There we go. It's been laid to rest. Let's actually see what this says. It probably says drowned, yeah? They probably know he drowned. This is a finely crafted Sylvite memorial to Hendrico. The slab reads, in memory of Hendrico, born in 181, drowned in the year 250. Expedition leader of the Cloister of Machines in 250, lover of Sienna Amethyst. Let the hordes come. I'd like to get going. See, like, not like completely avoiding enemies is no fun, right? But like, also, the opposite is no fun. IMO. 19 hours. That's pretty pog. That means you can't watch me till next year. What, drowning is the worst way for a dwarf to die? Yeah, I was expecting you to make that joke. And winter is upon us. I'm curious if it's going to snow. I'm assuming it will because the water froze. But regardless, Animal, thank you very much for like the ludicrous amount of support as well as the ludicrous amount of lurk time. Not if he drowns in beer. That is true. Dude, we don't even have a military yet. We got nothing. We got nothing right now. I don't even have bedrooms yet. Luckily, though, we also don't have enough dwarves yet for anything scary really to show up, and the goblins won't know that we're here until we hit 80, so we got a ways. Unless they're at war with the humans and use my road. Is that actually a thing? Oh, well, I mean, the zombies are here. On the topic of fun. The dead walk! Hide while you still can. I have a feeling they won't be here very long. Okay, hold on. We are paused. So I'm just going to do... This is going to take a little bit, chat, so you're going to have to bear with me. Add new burrow. This is just going to be like the inner walls. I guess I need to open... Oh no, God, we're going to lose the... Shit. I need to open the fortress to visitors temporarily. Or actually, I need to make a meeting area that isn't... Hold on. We'll just do this. Hold on. I zone... Actually, you know what? I can just set this as a meeting area. Meeting area. I'm not gonna have a location. That should hopefully bring the fortress liaison inside. And this is why I'm talking about hiding from the great outdoors. We need to get inside yesterday. Let's go. Luckily, I don't have that much area to turn into a, Luckily, I don't have much area to actually turn into a underground zone. And once we're all... Or burrows. Once we're all in here, I can actually just turn the burrows off once the walls are shut. So there's that. We'll be okay. I think it's highly likely that we will be okay though. So keep that in mind. Let's just make sure that the entirety of these inner walls are in the zone. And like I said, I don't think they'll last very long because the zombies usually show up, say hello, and then leave, and then don't come back for a while. So hopefully they won't try and fight us too hard, because otherwise we're just gonna have zombies wandering around for a bit, which is also a very much real possibility. So, has anybody here never seen zombies before in Dwarf Fort? Curious. I'm just happy I was quick about this whole setting up defenses thing, you know? You don't think you've seen zombies? They're pretty scary, especially if they have a necromancer, because the necromancer can res them. So essentially they respawn. All right. So now that that's done, I'm gonna hit this. Pull the freaking lever. Okay. And just get everybody inside. Run inside, Meng the farmer. Okay. Send no job cancellations. All right, fuck it. The uncrypt. Visitors are welcome. Get inside, you idiot! Please. Or, you know, don't. That's also an option. Oh, okay, well. Where are the zombies at? They're all just kind of chilling over there. I'm gonna open the gate back up for a second. Let's see if he runs inside. There's not that many of them. I just would really like this guy to run inside. There we go. And we can pull the lever again. There we go. And now we should be safe. On an area that brought stuff back to life, but this hadn't happened. So all that we did was we've spawned within walking distance of a probably fine like the rest of the dwarves, you know. So up here there's a human necromancer tower right here. So our fortress is right here. If you're within their radius and when you're embarking, if they show up as your neighbors, you'll get raids like this. Although they're generally pretty passive unless you go out of your way to fight with them. Also, there's not that many. They do appear to be going after the wild boar, though. So that's happening. It's a couple dwarves. Yeah, they shouldn't be able to get in. Also, let's, sweet. Job cancellations are off. Well, not much we can do. Not much we can do. Well, I mean, I could start working on bedrooms. I don't really... just don't know where I want to put my bedrooms yet. I haven't really dug deep enough to figure that out yet. You know what? Let's kind of do this. Because I got nothing else to do. And I should be able to turn the burrow off. Because we're all inside. Yeah, it's haunted biomes that... What tile set am I using? Morocane? It's this one. I've never seen this stone before. It's interesting. Actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. What's the ... for? But no problem. I have no idea. I haven't messed with bolts much. Chat might know. No. I wasn't being a smartass. I just said this one. Well, I mean, it's Krug Smash's tile set, the YouTuber, so. Although I'm usually a smartass, so that wouldn't be out of character for me. I should use that next time. Thanks for the suggestion, actually. No, I don't think so. There's no, like, advantages with silver. At least currently. Am I out of seeds? Oh, wait, what? Where are they? Hold on. Did I put seeds down here? Am I a dummy? I think I'm a dummy. Yeah, I'm a dummy. I was like, where did my seeds go? What the fuck? You okay? Katie? You okay over there? 2 seconds. She bonked her head. Just making sure she's okay. It was like, there was this audible ow, and I was just like, what? Why not? You know, that's the true story. Why not? Although the real important command is !vampire. Don't forget that one. Oh god, actually hold on. No visitors. It's okay now that the I want these guests to leave because otherwise they're just gonna immediately die. Although there's a human bowman who's down here. I guess he's got a hard on for the dead. Yeah, !vampire is the truly important one. Yeah, there he goes. He seems to be attacking. Whoa, okay, he's missing a whole bunch. He's in combat. There's blood going everywhere. Uh-oh. Oh, God. There's teeth falling, and he's down. Ooh, that looks like it hurt. I don't know who hit who, but... Elf Pikeman is fighting. Yeah. That didn't look too good. Check this out. The human bowman punches the elf pikeman corpse in the left lower leg, but the attack is deflected by the elf pikeman corpse's rope-reed dress. The elf pikeman corpse stabs the human bowman in the upper body, tearing the muscle and tearing the right lung. The corpse stabs the human, and then he gives into the pain and is having trouble breathing. The corpse stabs the human bowman in the head with her copper pike, tearing the muscle through his hood. A tendon in the skull has been torn. The force twists the neck, tearing apart the skin. The elf corpse stabs the human bowman in the head again, just like stabbing her in the head, and it's just bits fly everywhere. That's what that little poof was. What the fuck was what? That little fight? Or the dead human? Because it is a dead human. It's an elf zombie killing a dead human. Or killing a human dead. There we go. Okay, let's just go to you. Okay, you're just chilling there. That's where you're supposed to be. Good. Oh, what the fuck was that video? It's a classic film that everybody should have seen. And if you haven't seen, then you really need to get caught up on your Nicolas Cage fandom. Holy moly, you won again? When are you gonna all in, animal? It's okay, it'll come back to bite you. What feels like a winning streak right now won't be a winning streak forever. You don't dare? Well, maybe you should. What could possibly go wrong? Aside from, you know, everything. Yo, what? How did you get outside? Okay, first off, is there a zombie in here? Why are they outside? Why are they outside? Well, there goes Unib. Why are they jumping the wall? I know that there's a ramp inside, but why would they jump the wall? Are they now? Are you sure about that? I'm not positive of this. All right, well. One, two, three, four, 5 zombies. Let's just see what happens. Fuck. There goes all my dwarves. I'm really upset right now. Like, actually, I'm really salty. Like, kind of incredibly salty. Ah, boy. Oh, well. So, what's the casualties? Cold ashes is... I think all my miners are dead, actually. Nope, that's not totally true. Like, we can still survive this, but fuck, that's frustrating. Fuck me, that's frustrating. Alright, well, we'll get over it. Although the siege might leave now. Comes with the territory. Alright, let's see what we can do. We'll just leave the burrow on then. So Cold Ashes is dead. Jack Nurick is dead. Kerbanog is dead. And Unib is dead. Looks like it's just the 4 of them. That's okay. Because I technically didn't lose any of my nobles. Still frustrating, though. Yeah, you are dead. You jumped the wall. It's your fault. Anybody else want a name? I got 3 unnamed dwarves. No, I refuse to memorialize any of them. Of course I'm going to memorialize them. I got no other options. But here, we'll just do this. Animal. Welcome to the fort. You're embarrassed after sleeping without a proper room, and she didn't feel anything while in conflict. She's susceptible to disease and very slow to heal. Wait, in conflict? Where the hell are you? Oh, you're down here. I'm not giving you another dwarf today. Properly respect the dead, my friend. Please properly respect the dead. Don't just immediately request another dwarf, because I won't give it to you. Alright, so let's start making some bedrooms. I'm just going to kind of fill this layer up with like a nightmare maze of bedrooms. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That should be plenty. And we'll get more migrant waves, so it'll be okay. We'll just have to memorialize those dwarves and then get their bodies put away ASAP. New fort hype indeed. Body count rising. Hype indeed. All right, let's memorialize Cold Ashes. You. Those, only 2 of them have been found dead, so I can't actually memorialize all of them yet. Only 2 of them have been noticed to be gone. They'll figure it out. I think we'll probably get so-and-so's been missing for a week notifications first. There we go. Let's allow this area. And this area. Send a search party? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Actually, I'm pretty sure the miners want a temple. More than that. I was like, why is he mining so slow? Oh, it's because the game's paused. Did anybody else ever make that mistake? UMQ. Bed, 10. Coffer, 10. Cab. Rock, 10. You want something big, yeah, that's true. Just want a big project. Several times? An hour, you mean? Because I make that mistake constantly. Going, man, my frame rate sucks. To be fair, did your frame rate actually really suck? As if your frame rate was actually just terrible, that's kind of funny. Yeah, you can make global manager requests. If you have a manager assigned, you hit U, M, and then Q, and you just type in what you want. Yep. And then the manager runs to their office and then does a little bit of paperwork, and then magically you have the item. Also, my dwarves are dying of thirst, apparently. Sheet. And if I could hit the right commands in the right order, this would be much easier. But I can't, apparently. So this is going to be the alcohol cellar for the public tavern, assuming this ever actually gets off the ground. Regardless, it'll be the above ground tavern cellar. Okay, so you're constructing this. Why did I make those out of those? That makes no logical sense. Why would I do that? Let's cancel all that. That's fine. Let's get some beer going. Okay, guess what? You're also going to be our brewer. Okay, you are going to brew. Actually, no, not from there. Well, I guess we'll just queue that up. Brew drink from plant. 25. Because I only have 8 dwarves, so. You tried the biggest world? Yeah, that would do it. It does, to be fair. That time, when you do that, it gives you a warning that your frame rate is going to be terrible. Like, it actually just tells you first. It's like, oi, idiot. Frame rate's gonna suck. Nope, it is not a ton of doors. I had 13. But then they had to go jump over the wall and try and kill the zombies. Which went great. They got a little bit overzealous, I'll put it that way. Toby, I need you to go dig. Go dig. Just dig all of this, please. Priority number 1. In your current fort, you've had several people dead in the middle of a tavern. No fight. Not drained of blood. Are they dehydrated? Or are they just magically appearing dead? They might be dying of old age. I've had that happen. Okay, we have drink again. On the bright side, we don't really need a lot of drink. I'm just kind of hoping a caravan shows up and deals with the zombies. Yep, before you jump like a moron. You mean before you took a zombie to the knee? Okay, so I'm just gonna make a pile in here for food. No seeds. Eh. Why have I forgotten the hotkey? Is it F? There you go. You were the first one to jump off the wall, Unib, actually. You were the first one to die to a zombie. I'm just happy the diplomat hasn't jumped out. It's the main thing I'm happy about right now. Alright, so I'm just going to put a big food stockpile right here. Then we're going to remove the food stockpile down underground. No seeds. There will be a tunnel going from one food stockpile to the other soon, eventually, but not right now. Currently, we just need more drinks brewed. It's probably about to be a whole lot of food climbing out of here. And it's going to be another sealable wall, too. Masterpiece salt slab. Awesome. Let's see if I got any other memorials, too. There we go. I got 2 more memorials. And then let's go over here. No, not there. There. Alt S. Slab engraved, so Jack Nurik and Unib. So tomorrow, guys, you guys can get new dwarves, but for right now, I don't want to have, you know, tons and tons of, what's the word? Dwarves with the same names that are basically in the same fort. So I'm kind of disappointed. We're in midwinter. No snow. It's cold enough to freeze the water, but no snow. I like having snow because it looks cool. I'm a little bit disappointed, I'll be honest. It's just gonna be fun having to deal with those corpses. At least I've got this lovely little graveyard building up back here. Alright, so you know what I'm actually gonna do? I'm gonna get rid of construction. We're gonna get rid of a layer of this. And just replace it all with flooring. I need an indoor tavern. And I need it stat. The younger? Yeah, pretty much. How are we doing for beers? 12 beers. Excellent. Let's see how those bedrooms are coming along. Terribly. Do not have enough people assigned to smoothing. The Miners of Doom? Nah, I named the tavern The Young Crypt. Which I think is a pretty great name, actually. Do you agree that The Young Crypt is a pretty good name? 'Cause I think it's a pretty good name. If I put slabs in it? Nah. Nah. No, we need a proper tavern underground eventually for our dwarves. It's just not really an option right now. I mean, it is an option. It's just not an option I'm going with. I don't really want to build multiple underground areas at once, because that sounds like a lot of effort. But the dwarves don't like it. Who says that makes them real dwarves? Mind cells sounds way too close to incels. Just an opinion. All right, we're gonna make this out of logs. Go. Just because I need this to be indoors. Or at least relatively indoors. Kind of weirded out by the fact that they find it... Oh god. Why are they running? Okay. Okay, I don't... Something panicked them. Still at 8 dwarves. I'm not sure what it was, but something spooked them. Yeah, you're completely right. They do go insane after being caught in the rain too many times. Or they just simply stop feeling anything. They either become completely numb to the world, or they go insane. It's like one of the two. Yeah, so either they go insane or they go insane, I guess. Spiral of death, pretty much, yeah. Although supposedly dwarves are like unnaturally emo right now and should become less emo in the future. Trying to go from being numb in adventure mode. I don't have much experience with adventure mode, but you know this, so I wouldn't know. You know, I should really stop like spending hours constructing things and just like focus on getting those bedrooms sorted. That's our main problem right now. Okay. Let's just get those bedrooms sorted. Has anybody started smoothing those yet? No? Okay, well, let's just set this area down here. The #1 priority. Okay. Let's go to you. Stone detailing. Let's give literally everybody just stone detailing. Why? Because reasons. And because I would like to get my bedrooms smooth so that I can set them up. I got everything else done and ready to go. I just need to, like, actually make them. Once we get a proper bedroom, dwarves will be a lot happier. There we go. Also, in other news, I think I lost my planter. Yep. Totally lost my fields planter. Fantastic. So we're actually going to take you off of stone detailing. Take you off of wood cutting. Because I need you planting fields. Tending to seeds. That's what I need you doing. Although I do still need to get this ceilings done. Man, the things I would give. Zombies can be caught in traps, yeah? I'm curious. Yo, what? Well, rip animal. Wait, are you climbing? Holy shit, dude! Dude! Check out this dwarf. Hey, Krugs. What's up, dude? Wow. I've never seen a dwarf climb a wall like that before. It's going down indeed. Okay, that's it. Yeah, neither have I. I've never seen a dwarf do that. Well, let's just see what happens. Dead dwarf, most likely. Oh my god, they're all climbing up. Great. Oh, okay. I've done 5 cavern forts off the top of my head. Primarily cavern forts. Where I just dug down to the caverns and expanded from in there. Well, they're inside, so... Create squad. No uniform. Not much else I can do. Let's go punch these zombies. and see what happens. At least it'll be a relatively coordinated charge. Come on, dwarves. Punch that zombie. Maybe. Or don't. Fun already came. Fun's been here for a while. Surprised no one's been found dead yet, actually. No, they got it. There's just another zombie. Oh, someone got found dead. Yeah, we're down to 6 dwarves. There's teeth going everywhere. Hey, Silver. How's things, dude? And the game's saving. It's picking a good time, yo. Yep. And then most of my dwarves decided to jump the wall and get deaded, and now the zombies are jumping the wall. So, yeah. I think we're dead. Yeah, jump the wall. I've never had that happen before. Maybe it's because they're wooden walls, I don't know. But I also haven't really messed with wood walls that much. I should have built an overhang, but I didn't have the time, because shortly after we got the walls up, the zombies showed up. So, we're just waiting for the game to finish saving. It's gonna be a one-off, that's for sure. Accurate, Dolwyn. A very, very, very accurate statement indeed. In fact, the most accurate statement. A red dead dwarf. Good God. Man, I liked this one. I think this will be the most forts we've done in a day then. Because I've only been live for 7 hours. I got a little bit of time left. I'm gonna start another one today. Yeah, no, they did show up faster than I was expecting. So, tis what it is. I think we'll probably just take that other spot. How many dwarves are we down to? Did they all die? Crap. Yeah, we're down to 3 dwarves. All right. I'm just gonna go out on a limb here. Who's still alive? Toby, Belug, and Melbel. Well, I'm just going to... Yeah, you're alive somehow. Not sure how that happened, but you're alive. Oh, boy. I don't really know what to do. I mean, I think the logical thing would be to retire the fort, right? I don't have anything I can make into weapons. I don't have any weapons. It's literally just in your world save. So it's just on your hard drive. So if you go make a new fortress, they'll show up. That's how. And they're call them dwarves. If you call them pawns, well, I won't know what you're talking about. There is no like cloud saving or anything in Dwarf Fortress. It's literally just, it's all running in your world. Well, you know, that's he's telling a story. Actually, hold on. Can I get flavor text about that? Hold on. In the early spring of 250, the dwarf Hendrico, hammer-priced, became the expedition leader of the Cloister of Machines. He's telling a story of how our expedition leader drowned in the river. Well, you know, I'm just gonna say this. I think we're just going to succumb to the invasion. Because we're just gonna, like, run around in circles with our, like, chickens with our heads cut off for a bit until those zombies kill all of us. It was a nice short fort, though. Our strength is broken. Feels bad. If only the zombies just showed up and left. That's what they usually do. Short and sweet. I wouldn't say sweet. We showed up when we were Zambi lunch. Maybe we'll get lucky and they survived somehow. Short and tasty? Yeah, there you go. Short and tasty, like a mini fudge bar. The real question is, do I archive those last two onto YouTube or just Twitch? I think just Twitch. IMO, just Twitch, but I'm open to feedback on that one. So I got 2 hours until my fiance starts playing D&D, at which point there will be loud shouting.